Hello and welcome back to the Farming Simulator 22 and the Survival Series. So I'm back on the Survival Series. I'm actually really happy to be just casually playing the game again. It does feel like it's been a while. Only because I've been working so much and yeah, the Farming Series at the weekends. So I am glad to be back on. Now I'm just going to quickly repair this because I'm at that point where it is starting to randomly cut out at times with it being at 50%. It is rare still, but it is there at about 50%. There we go. So we're going to repair this for £318, which is not a bad deal. And there we go, job done. I should actually put the triggers back on so we can see them again. I think that might be here. Interactive marker zones and that. There we go. That's much better, so you can see where we're aiming for with the triggers. So, I have been busy in the background from this episode and the end of the last one, but weirdly, I've not actually progressed much time at all. We're still in March, day 2. So, normally I do like to progress through quite a bit, but there's still lots to do. There really is still lots to do, and we may as well try and get it all done as soon as possible. So, the first thing I want to point out is I have been busy with the bucket collecting stones. So this field is all sorted. There's no stones in it now. And with the root crop field that we did, and that's already planted, that's got no stones in. And because we ploughed crop field 2, we didn't also get stones in that. So that's 3 of the 4 fields without any stones in. So we shouldn't have any issues with that. I mean, all it really does is damage the cedar, if anything, that we're going to be using. But also what I've been doing is I've made myself a new field. So I did mention in the last episode that we're going to work our way down to this patch of land and make ourselves a new field to put some crop in. So we're going to have 3 arable fields and the root crop field. And as you can tell, this is all sorted out and I have been over it, like I said, with the bucket. And it is looking pretty good. So right down at the bottom here is what we're going to be doing. You can see that it's probably about the same size, really, as the other 3 fields we've got. We're not really doing much when it comes to the field sizes. They're probably just big enough for what we need, but yeah, they could be much larger. So what we're going to do now quickly is we're going to start recording a boundary for the field so we can see it on the map. And if we do want to use a course play at any point and help us out along the way, we can start generating that from this boundary. So I am just literally going to be driving around the edge of the field that I've ploughed in carefully as I can. It's quite difficult, but it will help us out. So I think this is actually going to be called crop field 3. So we've got grass field 1, crop field 3, and we've got a root crop field. I think if I remember, I called that maybe field 3 root crop or something. I'd have to just quickly check, but we'll make sure we distinguish our 3 arable fields, the root crop field and then obviously the grass field. So we're nearly there. So we just jump out a minute. Just aim this as close as possible. It can be pretty difficult to do. Might have to overlap it. There we go, that'll be fine. So just stop and it'll ask us, do you want to call it that? For the meantime, we're going to call it that. And that's that done. So as you can see, we have got crop field 1, crop field 2, and then root field 3. So this is just going to be called crop field 4. So if we go to this menu, click that, and rename, we can start calling it crop field 4. Job done. And it's 2.25 acres. So this one's 2.36. It's still our largest one then. 2.24. So this one's just a little bit bigger. It's weird how we keep making the same size. When I ploughed that one in, to get this so close is it's a bit strange. And then this one's not even an acre. It's very small, but then again, it is root crops. So it does demand, you know, a little bit more on that. But I'm liking it. We've got a nice area here now, all set up pretty well. So yeah, happy with that. in this episode we are going to start planting some crop, but I'm still a bit unsure what to do. I think my original plan was to do sunflowers, which would be interesting to do, really would. My only issue is I'm feeling like this year around we need to start stocking up on silage, hay and straw. And if we do sunflowers, we're not going to get any straw. So it might actually be a good idea to do oats or wait for canola. But if we wait for canola, we're not going to harvest this year. So actually that's not a very good idea. So yeah, oats is pretty much our only idea, or we stick with sunflowers and not get any straw. But I think it's probably best for us to do oats. Yeah, just make a load of straw and do as much silage bales and as much hay bales as we can. If we can get 4 cuts in on the grass, that would be really useful. I mean, we could technically cut the grass now. It is ready to harvest, but it's not. If we just jump here, you can see it's ready to harvest. And if we go have a look at it, you can see that it's at 75% yield bonus. And that might mean because I haven't fully fertilised it, which I haven't, which is my fault. Missed that one. But it is a final growth stage, really. It's growth stage 3. It does get a little bit taller, as you've seen, but maybe if we want to do 4 cuts, it might be better to do 4 cuts at this stage, because overall we probably would get more. If I was going to guess, I'd have to test that out. It's actually an interesting idea. Would you get more by cutting it at that stage, or waiting until it's fully grown, and yeah, seeing how it turns out? But yeah, we could mow that. It's a shame I've not fertilised that though. That is a shame. But we could mow that maybe in the next episode and start doing some silage or hay, either or, really. It doesn't really matter. So what I have decided to do as well is use this barn. So I've moved everything out of here. I'm going to use this barn as for straw and hay bales. And they're all going to be round, so we're going to try and split it down the middle and stack it as high as possible. We're just going to try and fill this out as much as we can. And then if we want to keep silage down at the bottom, where we currently are keeping it, we can. But we could also use that shed for something else like tools, and then maybe use this area here for silage. I mean, because at the moment I'm just putting the front loader in, and obviously the John Deere set up for logging, and then we've got trailer and the hay bale, so we could actually move it and just keep silage in there. That might be a good idea. Right, so next job before we start planting in, I think we're going to definitely do the oats. We need to get some fuel soon for this, but the next job is we're going to sell some logs. I've been picking them up, and it's about time to go and sell them. So we've got quite a lot of logs on here. Now we're going to just sell these straight. We have got a lot processing, but we haven't really had time to process through yet for the planks. I would still like to get a forklift as well, but a bit of a costly investment. I have been keeping my eye out for one on offer, but because I haven't really progressed any time, nothing's changed since the last time we looked. We will do our best to try and get one second hand if it comes available. If it doesn't, we're just going to have to buy it at the full price, or unfortunately, you know, if it becomes an issue loading pallets on, then we might have to use super strength. So let's see what this does. 17,000, we've brought us up to 32, which is great. We've got 3 pallets still here of the planks. Let's just have a quick look again at the planks. I do forget the best time to sell these. So it's currently 1,156, but it does go up to 1,400 in June. So it makes sense to hold on to all the planks we get until June time. If we go to the productions menu, you can see we are processing through 17,000, but we're obviously just going at a steady rate. Right, so next job we're going to be doing, first we'll just turn this off. We're already running low on fuel. But the next job is this. I've configured this trailer that we use every now and again for silage. I've been using it for logging at times as well. But mainly for silage, I think we were configuring it for. But I have got all the stones that I've been collecting, and it's 3,635 litres. So not much, but then again, this doesn't hold much, so it looks a lot more than it actually is. But what we're going to do is, when I started this map, I actually put that processing unit up there ready to use. It's like something we've owned. I've never actually used it. We're going to dump these stones, try and reverse it up this bit of a hill, and we're going to dump it in and make ourselves some lime, because we may as well. It is there to be used like that, so why not? So trigger's already here. Throw all this in, it'll start giving us the option in this production menu now under lime to activate, and it is £120 per cycle, production cost per month, sorry, and we can do 480 cycles in a month. But the good thing about it is 1,000 litres of stone gives us 4,000 litres of lime, so that's already, 12,000. Not too bad at all. So we may as well activate this and let it run away. I'm just trying to figure out where the actual just trying to figure out where this will come out, because I didn't actually think at all about the lime side of things, and we might need to get something over here, which means we're probably gonna have to chop down this tree. Looks that way. It's already processing through. Looks like it at a rapid rate. 280 litres already. That's crazy. So maybe we could just try and figure out where this trigger is, just for the fun of it. It'd be good if it came out in like big bags. That would be ideal. So I've just tested it out. We can pick up the lime from here, so we should be alright. We can reverse this just about, but we could tidy up that a little bit, just make it look a bit better. But yeah, at least we can get to it. That's the main thing. Right, so all we've got left to do now in this episode is get planting. We're either going to do sunflowers or oats, but I think I'm going to go for oats. I think it's probably the best bet. We do need some straw on the farm, and we've got plenty of seeds. Definitely got plenty of seeds. So why not just start working on it? So I'll get back, drop this off, because we're going to need this again at some point, just to keep stacking in the logs. We are heading in that direction. We've also got a few still to pick up. I have put all them ones in now over there, but this now needs to be pretty much where the new field is, because that's where I've got some logs lying about. But I'm happy that we're at 30,000 odd already, which is in the right direction. I mean, with the logs we're making, we should be making a killing soon. I'm hoping so anyway. Initially I was a little bit worried, because I thought we'd have no logs left at some point, but with us now planting our own, yeah, the brakes on this aren't very good, are they? Yeah, with us planting our own, we're not going to have that problem as well. And I am using the mod, which is the there you go. I am using the mod that allows you to manage the tree growth manager. So what I've actually done is I've reduced all the growth rates down by 50%. So instead of it taking the default 200 hours for American elm, for example, it now takes 104. But at the moment we are growing the stone pine, which is a default 576 hours, and it's now 288. And the reason I've done that is just because, obviously with this being a series that I'm coming onto, and also doing the farmhand and Calmsden, and if I move over from Calmsden and do another series, for example, I'm not going to be on this all the time, just because time doesn't allow me to do that, unfortunately. So I'm trying to keep it where we don't have to wait ages before we see some of them trees growing. So I think it's probably best that we do it like that, to be honest. So let's lift this up. We have actually got some seeds in this already, which is great news. Right, so the good thing about having the seeds on the bottom shelf is we can drive straight up to it, fill it up, and then we're going to go with oats, and I think that is that. So let's start planting. So hopefully by the next episode we might see some of the growth changes on the trees. We might do. Depends when we jump to. There we go. So we're planting oats. Got 3 fields to do. We've got this one, our original field, and then the new field. So it should be a good yield. A lot bigger than we've been getting when we've done oats previously. We'll have 3 fields now to work on, and we've obviously got some root crops to work at as well. So yeah, pretty happy with the way that we're expanding, especially on the arable side, it seems like that's good now. We've got a lot of cows that are milking as well, which is also another bonus. So I have been thinking about the series I've been doing. Obviously, I want to carry on the survival series. I really do enjoy playing on this. I like the fact that we've expanded it out, and we're going to keep doing that and try and make ourselves a really good farm. And we started off with pretty much nothing, so definitely going to carry this one on. But with Calmsden, I am trying to figure out if it might be a good idea to stop the series on that and swap it out for another map, just because of the Farmland series. I am really enjoying the Farmland series. I know a lot of people are also enjoying watching it, which is great news because of the amount of time it takes to make them videos. It would not be worthwhile if people didn't enjoy watching it. So that really does make it even more worth the time and effort to create them videos. But with that, it means that I've technically got two series on the same map, so it might be a good idea to switch over to a new series on a new map. Same kind of style, be like a Let's Play, but on a different style and different map. Yeah, I'm just trying to figure it out really, what everyone thinks. If let me know in the comment section what you'd prefer. Would you like me to carry on and do the Calmsden Let's Play as well as the Farmland, or would you prefer me to do another map Let's Play whilst also carrying on with the Farmland roleplay series on Calmsden? Be interested to see what everyone thinks. I mean, my original plan was to do the Farmland series and then carry on in Calmsden and wait for another really nice British map to come out, which could take time, and then obviously do a new Let's Play series on that map. So try and always have a Let's Play series on a British map. But I think that means I'll probably be carrying on Calmsden for quite some time. So yeah, it's one of them. I mean, there is some good maps already out. There's Italia. Probably not going to do a Let's Play on Hofburgman, just because, in all honesty, I thought the map was not as good as how it was left in FS19, which is obviously makes sense. It's a new game, it takes time, so I think it does need a few upgrades and updates for me to think I want to do a Let's Play on it. I don't mind keep going back when there's an update to the map. I'll probably go back and do a few episodes just to show off all the features again. But I'm not so sure about doing a Let's Play, whereas Italia really does stand out for me because that is such a nice map. There's also Renabu as well. That's worth trying out. So there's definitely some maps on offer, but there is obviously a few coming out by a few UK mappers as well, so it could be worth waiting to see. But yeah, you let me know in the comment section. Try and help me figure out what probably the right thing to do is. So I'm just finishing off the third headland pass. I think that should be fine. So what we'll do now is we'll try and start sorting out our up and down passes with the guidance of GPS. So let's clear this off, and there we go. That should be fine. And we'll start working our way through the field like this. Like I said, we've got 3 fields to do, so this is going to take some time. I'm trying to figure out if it's best to do a montage or a time-lapse. If we do a montage, I'm probably going to have to use Courseplay. But I don't mind sitting here and cracking on with this and getting these 3 fields done and saving a bit of cash at the same time by doing it like that. So I think probably now is a good time for me to stick in a time-lapse of me getting through all these 3 fields and getting this oat planted.
Now every day since I woke
Right, so there we go. That did take some time, but I enjoyed doing it. It was quite relaxing and yeah, pretty chilled. The good thing about it is we've now got 4 fields that are all planted in with oats. Well, 3 fields should I say, and four arable fields planted. We've got the root crops and then the 3 fields that we've got some oats in. So we are going to have to look after the rolling side of these 3 fields, but I'm not going to roll the potatoes. Now let's just turn that off and see how we're doing for lime. These 2 do need lime, so that's something that I've missed out on, but we're going to have some lime anyway, so that's not an issue. And then all we need to pretty much do is do some fertilizer on both of these fields. They are completely in need of fertilizer, so there's a lot of work still to do. Rolling on the arable fields need doing. Lime needs doing on 2 of the 3, and if we just turn that off, turn that one off, we definitely need to do fertilizer on all four, and the grass fields. So there's a load of fertilizer coming up, but we do want to try and maximize our yields. But yeah, overall pretty productive episode. Probably in the next one we will skip time a little bit just to try and get closer to probably cutting grass. So I might actually do some rolling in between the next episode. Might even do the lime spreading as well. So basically in the next episode we can focus on doing some silage or hay, and then probably a bit of fertilizer as well at some point. So yeah, thanks for watching, really do appreciate it. Hopefully you've enjoyed it. If you have, please give it a thumbs up because that does help my channel out, and if you're new, don't forget to hit that subscribe button for more videos just like this one on Farming Simulator.